Full tank, and we are on our way.
Head north toward Kentucky 11 South, then turn right onto Kentucky 11 North.
I know. I actually do know where I'm at right now. It won't be very many more trips. I'll be able to do this without GPS. Possibly could now already, honestly. But
take the next right onto Kentucky 11 North.
Not too comfortable.
At the light, turn right onto US 25 East North. Continue on US 25 East North for 14 miles.
Hey, Barb! I'm going to get Sammy. I don't know if you was on my live earlier, but Lynn, hello! Sammy just got approved for hybrid work from home today. So I'm on my way to Indiana to pick her up so she can come home and work from home finally. Been waiting like 6 long months for this to happen. And it's a beautiful day, man. I don't remember the last time I was able to do a live to make this trip in the middle of the day like this, where it's nice and pretty outside and bright. I'm confused, man. Is it only 45 right here? I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's 55. So we're gonna go 55. Sorry, y'all. I'm driving, so I ain't gonna be able to really read the messages. Just wanted y'all to hang out, talk amongst each other. I'll try to read them if I get the possibility to do so. But I really would rather try not to get pulled over. It's the last thing I want. We had like 15 people in here earlier, and I was going to keep the live going as I left, but I wasn't even thinking that once I lost my Wi-Fi, I wouldn't have no internet for about 10 miles. So should have some people popping in here shortly. They knew I was going to come back. Gas, clean my windshield off. Now we're ready. Full tank. Headed to get Samantha Rose, the beautiful. It's going to be home finally. I'm over being there by myself, guys. It's kind of nice at times, but there's also a lot of times I just, I want my wife with me. See, there's a state trooper right there. State trooper. And that's the other thing. My speedometer is off. So if it says I'm doing 60, I'm doing 55. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. So usually I just go off the speedometer on Google Maps, but while I'm on live, my Google Maps is little bitty over there in the screen, so it's not showing me my mile per hour. That's okay. I got a pretty good feel of how the speedometer works. Hope everyone's doing good. Me and we'll see. Miracle called me Tuesday and was talking. She was starting a 3-day fast, water fast. So I told her, I said, you know what? I'm gonna fast with you. I'll do the 3 days with you. Well, I did 2 days. I gave in last night. So I did a 2-day fast. Miracle is actually still on her fast. I'm so proud of her, man. I'm so proud of her. So she's not going to eat till midnight tonight. Or after midnight. She'll have a full 3 days fast. So I made it 2 days. It's not as easy as it seems it would be. I'm sure y'all know. Trying to go without food. But the cool thing about it is when you are fasting and you start like craving something to eat and you start getting hungry and you really start going into prayer, it's just amazing how that it goes away, right? And then you just feel like a peace about it. It's awesome, man. And I needed it. I needed that zap to pull me in a little closer, you know what I'm saying? So thank you, Miracle. I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for her. It wasn't even on my mind. But I thought if my daughter's going to do it, I'll do it with you. On this stretch of it's really just a highway getting to the internet, to get to the interstate from our house. It's 55 miles an hour. People always be flying past me like I'm sitting still. And I'm telling you what, especially on a Friday like this, I don't think I've ever been down this road and not seen at least 2 people pulled over for speeding. So there's like state troopers all over this road. So you definitely do not go over the speed limit. I don't. I ain't taking that chance. Been 6 months and I've not one time have I been pulled over by a Kentucky police officer. And I'm praying that we'll keep it that way. I guess it's all up to me, right? Do what's right and they won't give no reason. I like it when Sammy's with me for the drive live so she can talk to y'all and read your messages. But I'll go back and kind of go through them later on when I'm able to sit and chill. I'm thinking about actually asking her if she would mind driving at least a little ways back. Because I did this last Sunday. I took her to Indiana and drove back, like California turnaround. Went down there, dropped her off, turned right around and came back. So it was like an 8-hour trip. And I drove the entire way, and man, I had pinched nerves in my neck and everything. Like I was so sore from being in that one position for 8 hours. I don't want to do that again. Sorry guys if I don't see your comment. I'm trying not to I don't want to swervy derv. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Sorry guys. It's such a beautiful day. This whole week has just been so stinking amazing. Today is really the first day that I've felt better. I was feeling sick there for a minute, and I was really getting afraid that it was going to be something like knock me on my butt sick, but it didn't. It didn't. It was just a few days. I think it was just changing environments, maybe, because it was the day that I got back to Kentucky, I started feeling like doo-doo, and it lasted for a few days, and finally feel better today. I felt a little bit better yesterday, but I felt really good today. Got up, cleaned the house, all that stuff. It just closed out my multi-window. That's okay because I know where I'm going. But once we get, I don't know, a little ways down this interstate, I'm probably going to have to go ahead and end it and get my Google Maps back on. But I know where I'm going for at least 90 miles now. I can't see it. Sun's in my eyes. I cannot see the phone. Sorry, guys. And there's so many places, like little small mini home building places, all down this road. I swear there's probably 10 companies that got some awesome little mini home buildings. I would love to be able to get one and then do all the framing and turn it into a mini home. That'd be so much fun. I was just talking to Sammy about that Sunday when I was driving her back. And I know you can actually lease those things, like rent to own them. Get a payment plan. And I think you can get one for $5,000-$6,000. I think you used to be able to. I don't know about now, but I know you used to be able to. But one thing I've been noticing with houses, there's been tons of foreclosures happening. The housing market is opening up. Finally, like wide open. Seen a guy talking about it on a TikTok the other day. And he was showing all the houses that were foreclosing. And I mean, they're everywhere. Everywhere, all over the country. It's pretty cool. Make America affordable again. Hit that like button, y'all. We only got 2 likes. We got 8 people in here. Hit it. I think. Yeah, 8 people. 2 likes. 2 likes and 8 people. Come on, man. Give me a thumb up. If you want to. I'm not going to beg you. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ our King. See, there's one right there. Ah, there's got some beautiful ones, man. My goodness. And some of them are kind of a little bit, I mean, they're mini homes, but they're like mega mini homes, if that makes any sense. It's little, but it's pretty good size at the same time. You can make a really killer little guest house out of it. That would be so cool, man. Put a guest house out there. Maybe I'll do that one day. It's, I don't know, the thumb up thing up there is brighter for some reason. I can see that. I can literally barely even see me with my glasses on and the sun in my eye. Miss Melinda. Yeah, I know. Mom's going to Winter Jam. Rub it in everyone's face. Man, I wish I was there. I want to go to Winter Jam really, really bad. I think this will only be the first or second Winter Jam that we have missed in like the past 8 years. Stinks, man. Nothing can stand to this. Gosh, I'm not looking forward to this drive though, man. Really not. This will be my third time doing this in a week stretch. But it'll be the last time I got to do it for 3 weeks at least. So that's all good. Just ready to be there. Christian concert, yes. Yes, Winter Jam is awesome. At the BOK Center in Tulsa, they go on tour around the country. Yes, they already came to Kentucky. I wasn't even thinking about Winter Jam till Mom mentioned it today, but they came to Kentucky on the 1st. Cool, Melinda. Back spasm, that stinks. I'm sorry. Women's conference tomorrow. Cool, Lynn. That'll be fun. Okay, gotta go back driving. I haven't been to a conference in a long time. Heck, I haven't been to church on Sunday in a long time. Sadly. But I plan on going this Sunday. I really do. I've been trying to keep myself from even saying it out loud, because every time I do. But I'm serious this time, man. Sammy's going to be here. It's going to be our first weekend actually being able to live at our house. Finally. So I want to get in the groove, go down to there's a church I want to go to. I've already picked it out, like when we first got here, little Baptist church. So stop sign. Sorry. Your church is holding a conference. That's cool. That Victory Christian, I'd love to go to. Yes, Victory has good conferences. I know our old church in Guts, they did conferences all the time having conferences. And men's like get together things where they would actually go out and work on stuff or clean stuff up. Always had something going on. I miss that church so much. Okay. Back to the road we go. Back to the road we go. And they still have the 35-mile-an-hour construction signs up, but the roads are done. There's nobody doing construction, so it's a little confusing. I don't think I think they just need to take down their speed limit signs. That's what it seems like to me. It's completely done. And the speed limit's 45. All the workers are gone, and it looks pretty good. They're doing a pretty good job on it. stoplight. This is a cool little town down here. This is Corbin. Corbin. The town of Corbin. Oh. Back to driving. They got all kinds of big shopping centers and everything around here. It's pretty cool, man. I'm ready to be able to come down here and check it all out. And I passed a Goodwill that I'd never seen before on my way down this road a little ways back. That was pretty cool. It's kind of like in the middle of nowhere. Like there's no other stores anywhere around it. And there's just a Goodwill there. That's cool. Not far from the house. Lots of stoplights through this stretch though. And we're getting into rush hour, so traffic is actually a lot thicker than normal. But luckily, I probably won't hit Louisville till 6:30, 7 maybe. So hopefully it'll be kind of died down by the time I get there. Hopefully. They did update their live stuff though. They got little options on the side now, and it hasn't been I haven't been having the problem of it flipping around when I tried to do it this way. Is this the road that turns into the highway? Maybe it is. I think it is. Yes. Yes. Your home in Cheryl. Man, I can't even remember the exact miles. 300 or 400, between 300 and 400, I think. It's exactly 3.5 hours from my house to Cheryl's house. 3.5 hours. And about 2 of those hours are interstate. Like we're getting on the interstate now, so we'll be cruising here in about 2 minutes. 1 minute. See, once I get here, immediately get on the interstate, 54 miles to Buc-ee's. Me and Sammy's did a Buc-ee's trip the other day. We stopped in when I drove her up Sunday. And I wanted to go live, but there were like literally hundreds, if not thousands of freaking people in there. I mean, it was shoulder to shoulder. It was insane. It was packed out. I hate getting on these highways, man. There we go. Right. We're cruising now. Yeah, there's quite a bit of traffic. I'm sure it'll die down though eventually. There's only a couple parts on this interstate that I cross through, and it'll be like 2 other main interstates coming into each other, and those are always packed out. I don't like that. I hate when you got 3 other highways merging into one highway. and there's 150 cars on every entrance. Gives me anxiety. But I'd say we'll roll to about Buc-ee's, and then that's whenever I'm going to have to go and put on the GPS. I don't want to run into anybody's lives anyways. People are going to be going live here pretty soon on their normal Friday Night Live. Jan tonight. Don't forget to go over and see Jan tonight. Thanks for hanging out though, guys. But I'm gonna actually probably start doing a lot of these lives every day, just kind of pop up lives. I know I've said that before, but I'm gonna seriously have to, because here soon, because my watch hours go in a year routine. So let's say, what is today? February 28th. So February 27th of last year, whatever hours I got on February 27th, that drops off my watch hours. So once I get around to that 3 or 4 months that I really wasn't able to put anything up, hours are going to start dropping fast. Lose a crap ton of watch hours all at once. I need to keep them up decently. Because now that we're home, I've already got content for 2 videos. I just got to edit them. And I got plenty of stuff to do. So I'm going to have plenty of videos to put up. But I'm going to have to do something to keep up with my hours. Or once it gets around to that point, around November or whatever, then they're going to start dropping pretty rapidly. Because I have no watch hours except for our Tuesday night lives. Which helps, but it's only 1 video a week. They're going to drop pretty quick. I'm a little over 3,000 hours still right now. But I'm not sure if once I drop under that 3, because you have to have 3,000 hours to have the first stage of monetization, which I've got now. But I don't know if I drop under that 3,000 if it's gonna take me off of the first level monetizing. And it was just, which ain't a huge big deal. It's not like I'm making a bunch of money or anything, but the thing is it was like a super pain in the butt trying to get the monetization going, getting my account hooked up to it, and accepted and doing all that stuff. And I'd really like to be able to avoid having to go through that process again. If I have to, I have to, which I'm probably going to have to, but I'm going to try to avoid it the best I can if possible. I don't see how people are comfortable going down a highway at 80 miles an hour with their phone in their hand texting. I see it all the time. I'm scared to death of doing that. I'd be going down an old country road and I'm scared to be texting on my phone while I'm driving. I don't like that. I don't get how people are just comfortable doing that. Especially going down the interstate. Passing me and I'm doing 70. Sitting there doing this, texting. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm scared to even go over there and look at the comments on my live, let alone sitting there trying to text a text message. That's insane to me. I like not to wreck. or get pulled over. Preferably, right? I used to be young and dumb and reckless, and I went through my fair share of vehicle accidents. I'm good. I'd be okay not having to go through none of that again for the rest of my life. A couple of them were like really, really bad. Like, don't know how I even lived through it, honestly. 2 of them I can think of that were that bad. Me and my cousin flipped a Honda like 4 times. We flipped like a kick flip. Flipped over like 4 times and landed upside down. And there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in the car, and everybody walked away. That was a hand of God right there. And I remember that was the last car wreck I was in. Because I remember when I walked out of that car, it was really late at night and we just closed down the bar. Like I said, I used to be very, very reckless and stupid. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and my sister-in-law was a bartender at a bar. Me and my cousin had just drove from Missouri to Oklahoma. That's when I was staying in Missouri. And me and my cousin bought a 30-pack before we left Missouri, and we drank that 30-pack all the way to Oklahoma. Then we went to the bar and closed the bar down. Yeah. And then we flipped the car with 5 people in the car. My brother, 2 of his friends, me and my cousin. Flipped it 4 times, landed upside down. And I remember getting out of the car and walking, making sure everyone's okay. And after I seen everyone's okay, like I asked God, I was like, why? Why do you do this? Like I was so perplexed as to why he keeps saving me from these absolutely insane situations. But it was definitely a very sobering and humble and God experience, 100%. It definitely was. Just that extreme feeling of knowing that there was something supernatural there that kept us from getting hurt. I think my brother's buddy had like a little scratch on his forehead. That was it. And we ended up leaving the car there. It was my aunt's car, who's passed away now. Rest in peace. I love my Aunt Marcy. But it was her car, and it was, like I said, 3 o'clock in the morning. We're out in the backwoods. Nobody seen anything. So we left the car there. Nothing came about it. We drove by it the next day, and there were a whole bunch of highway troopers out there detecting the incident. And I guess later on, my aunt got a call from the troopers when they ran whose car it was, and she just told them she reported it stolen. So, I mean, that was God too right there. We should have been in so much trouble. It's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Pretty wild. I got so many stories like that. It's unbelievable. Which, oh, yeah, by the way, guys, March 8th at 11 Eastern time, so 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, we are doing our Surrender to Rise speeches, interviews. So we get 15-minute time slots, each of the men doing it. On Saturday, March 8th, Miracle Lynn's birthday, she'll be 19. But at 11, March 8th, Saturday, we get 15 minutes to talk. And she gave us the option to either just do a 15-minute talk or have her interview you and ask questions about your chapter, about your testimony. And I chose to be interviewed. So she'll be interviewing me on a 15-minute interview about my testimony. So yeah, be there, guys. It's going to be pretty cool. The first draft is already done. And yeah, I'm excited about it. I can't believe it's here. I was wondering for a minute if it was going to come out. It's been almost a year. But she's got it on a Google thing right now. She sent all of us the rough draft on a Google Doc thing, so we can actually go in and edit anything in our story that we want to. We can edit it, and then it'll just edit it up in the Google draft that she sent to us all. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But I couldn't find nothing I wanted to edit. I liked what I had, so turned out pretty good. I think y'all are gonna like it. Man, I might have to turn the AC on, guys. Goodness. So, in the time that I was in Indiana, while we were in Indiana over the winter, I took a bunch of parts off the Lexus, took the throttle body off, a whole bunch of the air sensors and all that stuff. Went and bought the sensor cleaner spray and cleaned out the throttle body, cleaned out the sensors, Googled all my air hoses, got all my air hoses ran correctly, and the Lexus have been doing great. If Sam was in here, she'd be telling me to shut up, but it's doing amazing. I don't believe in all that kind of stuff. This is, like I said, the third trip I've made to Indiana and back in a week, and it's done. It's doing great. Like, I actually even trust it to get me to Oklahoma for spring break. So here in a few weeks, I should be going to Oklahoma for Miracle Spring Break. So I got to we need to sit down and figure out this time slot. Hopefully, Sam's work from home falls on the week of that spring break so she can come with me. That's what I'm hoping. It's going to be really tight though, because this will be the first week next week. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully it falls in the next 3 weeks. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Because I would much rather have Sammy with me than drive all the way to Oklahoma by myself, which I will do if I have to. But the only thing that we have to figure out and conquer is what we're going to do with our dogs. That's another thing that's kind of a downside of being out here versus being home in Oklahoma. We had several people we could call that could dog set for us if we needed, like, go to Indiana for a week and come back. We had many people that could just come take care of our dogs for us while we were gone. We don't have that at all here, at all. So this trip and the last trip Sunday will be the first time that I've actually got to take a trip without having all my dogs. And that's only because I know I'm going there and going straight back, so they can just sit in their pen and sleep, and they'll be okay. But it's kind of nice not having a car full of dogs, honestly. Kind of like when last trip we made, me and Sam, we were able to stop, go into Buc-ee's and walk around and get us something to eat, and right, that's the first time we've been able to do that since we've been here. I love them to death. Love my dogs so much. I really, really do. They're my best friends. But ever since we made this move, it's been tough. Right? So the first 6, 7 years we've had them, we've had one place, that's where we live. Then we moved up here, having to do this back and forth and not having a secure stay spot. And it's just been really tough with the dogs. But we're surviving it, we're figuring it out, and we'll be all right. We will be all right. There we go. We got 7 thumbs up now with 9 people. I love this drive though. It's so much different than being back home. My goodness. There's so much to look at where you're going through these mountains and over these big, huge, tall bridges that are like going over the valleys of the mountains. It's absolutely beautiful. Most trips in Oklahoma are kind of boring because everything's just flat and looks the same. You know what I'm saying? It's so much different. So much different. Road, man, the highways are so bad because of all the ice and snow and rain. The road workers are going to have plenty of work to do. That's for sure. You got to pay attention because there's some pretty killer potholes every once in a while. Mainly on the outside lane of the highway. I need something like those smart sunglasses where you can see the screen inside your glasses. That would be awesome. If I could just see your comments in my sunglasses. They actually got those. How cool would that be? Maybe one day. They got them with cameras on them where you can do your video with your sunglasses and actually see the screen on the inside of your glasses. That would be awesome. I need to figure out how they do it because I've seen several people actually doing lives to where the comments actually spoke. Like whenever you put a comment up, it would talk it to you. Like it would ask, it would talk to you. I don't know how that works, but I need to look into that and figure that out because that would be super cool. Travelers Center. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you for coming in, hanging out. Appreciate you so very much. Maybe a little boring. I'm trying to talk as much as I can if I can think about something to talk about. It sure helped me, man. It makes this trip so much quicker because it's helping my attention not focus on how many more miles we got, or how much time's left. Kind of like when you're at work and you can't quit looking at the clock and an hour feels like 5 hours because it feels like it's been 30 minutes and you look up, it's been 2 minutes. That kind of thing. Man, I wish I could go to Winter Jam tonight. Want to go so bad. It's like a family tradition. No more. Not for us anyway. I do miss home. I do miss home. I miss my family, I guess, more so. I'm good with being away from Oklahoma, but I miss my family. Especially Miss Miracle, who I'm so stinking proud of. It's crazy. So proud of her. She's doing so good. Flying, man. And when everything was frozen, it looked really cool. Going through the mountains. I done that. Yeah, I put it on YouTube. I think I put that one on YouTube. With the icicles, and the mountains had snow all on them, and then the sickles, frozen sickles coming down off the sides of the mountain. Super cool looking, man, like a frozen tundra. Awesome. So pretty, so pretty. If I had set my phone up different, I could flip it around so y'all can see. I can't change it now. Got 3/4 of the trip to go. And then another trip back. She's gonna have to drive for a little bit. I'm curious of what kind of computer systems they gave her. When she was coming home to work from home during the bad weather, She was literally bringing like her desktop computer home, like the big screen. She said it would be different, so I wonder if they just gave her like a little laptop to work off of or something. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. It's really helping me a lot. It truly, truly is. But now we're going into that time, guys. I got so much stuff to get done. It's going to be time to get animals, get the gardens going. It's that time. Of course, a few things are going to they're going to kind of be a slow moving thing because we still got to get material, and it'll probably be a little bit at a time getting material because just financially. But things are going to be rolling. This is what we've been waiting for. Is this beautiful weather in a brand new 2025. Probably be actually doing our name change here pretty soon. Not exactly sure what name change we're going to do, but we're definitely going to be naming our channel something different. Time for a change. Been Goat Daze for 2.5 years. No, going on 3 years actually. I think July will be 3 years. Switch it up a little bit. I wish we had like an Autobahn highway, man. A special highway from state to state, all the way through. Where you can just go as fast as you want. I'd definitely do a $95, $100 bill everywhere I went. As long as you're a halfway decent driver, you'd be alright. Maybe make people take a certain course to be able to drive that road or something. Make sure they can handle it. Cut a 4-hour trip into 2.5. See, sorry guys, there's just so much traffic. I'm too afraid to try to look at the comment. Sorry guys, sorry. But thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. Looks like we still got 5 people in here. God bless every one of you, man. Love you guys. I miss you guys. I really do. I miss doing this. I miss being on the roll. And here we go. It's the beginning of something coming, right? We can get back boots on the ground again. And this time we're not taking no breaks. I don't want to take no more breaks. I want to get rolling and get it rolling good. Full steam ahead. We had our little break. Time to sit back and chill. Recoup. Revamp. Now beautiful weather's here. Like next year, I even want to be home through the whole winter. I don't care. I don't care what storms there is. I don't care. None of that. I'm staying home. We're going to stay home and do winter storm videos, right? No more leaving and being gone for months at a time. That's a definite. Because we're even going to be trying to figure out, because Sam will have to go back and work in office once a week, once a month. 1 week out of every month, she'll have to go back and work in office. So even then, we're talking about either like paying for a B&B or a hotel room or something. That's what we'll be doing when we come down. Try to find something close to her job so she ain't got a long drive. Go down there, spend the week, do her thing, and go home for the other 3/4 of the month. So that's the plan right now, anyway. So it costs a little more money, but we'll be all right. We can afford it, I think. We'll just have to see, man. That's just plans. We don't know for sure, right? Until it really keeps going. That's why I hate even trying to make a plan, to be honest with you, because you really don't know exactly how things are going to roll out until they start rolling. So that's the hope. I'm gonna say. Maybe I should say. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. Building down, hello. I seen it. I seen one. The trees blocked the sun and made it where I couldn't see. A little bit. For a second. As long as there ain't 12 cars surrounding me, I'm a little more comfortable trying to look. People broke down on the side of the road. You know, on GPS these days, the GPS maps, Google Maps, it's wild, man. So you can put on there, like it'll pop up and tell you when there's a stalled car coming up on the side of the road. Even report a cop. It'll tell you police reported ahead. It's insane to me, man. How is that even legal? To give you a heads up. Crazy. It does, though. I always thought that was not. I always thought that was like against the rules, right? Right? Like if someone was passing you and you flash your lights at someone and tell them there's a cop coming up ahead of you. Is that actually legal? Obviously, if GPS tells you whenever a cop's up ahead, it's insane. I love those Tahoes, man. I would love to have like at least a 2015 Chevy Tahoe. I don't know. I love the way they look. Good looking car. That's another thing. More than likely, I'm going to be going to work when we get back from Oklahoma for spring break. And try to find some work. There's actually a little what do you call it? Where they do gravel and Jimmy Christmas. I can't think of it. Having a brain fart. But there's one right down the road from us, and I thought about trying to apply down there because it looks like they got big loaders and all them. And I'm certified for all that heavy equipment. So that would be cool. And it would probably pay pretty good too if I could get on a heavy equipment operator. But just a thought. I'm gonna try to go down there and apply. Quarry, a rock quarry, where they make gravel out of the mountain. Which is super cool. But they got the exact same loaders that I operated. Yeah, they got the same exact loaders that I operated at my last job for 6 years. I'm actually pretty good on them. And it took me like a year to even get on one and get certified on it because I was scared of it. It intimidated me big time. Then I finally was like, you know what? I want to get certified. So I talked to him and I started getting on a little bit here and there. And then once I got used to it, it was it. It was over. I loved it. So I would always, because that wasn't my job, but when I got certified, I could get on it and take care of stuff, moving cars around if I needed to, if I was done with my job. So that's what I would do every day. I would spend the first half, when I'd get to work, to lunch, I'd bust my butt and knock my job out by lunchtime. That way I could come back after lunch and get on the loader and spend the rest of the day riding the loader and moving cars around. So basically, the whole area of check-in cars that I worked, I completely ran it by myself because I would check my cars in, take my images in the morning, get on the loader in the evening, and put them all in inventory in the evening. So the loaders didn't have to worry about my cars. And the days were like, because you were so busy all day, man. It was like, I don't think I never had a slow day at that job. That's why I loved that job so much. I can't think of one day where I was like, oh my God, is this day going to be over? You know what I mean? Like every single day was so busy that it was just awesome. Loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's a shame. And they let me go because I made a YouTube video. They said that I broke safety violation because I made a YouTube short while sitting in the loader. Whatever. Sound like they're just looking for a reason to me. Sound pretty bogus, to be honest. But what's funny is they did get rid of me, and my dad and my brother and them still work there. And about a month later, my dad called me and was telling me that they've hired like 3, at that time they had hired like 3 people to run the area that I ran by myself, and they still ran around all day like, oh, I can't do this is too much, blah, blah, which cracks me up. So now they're spending 4 times as much money and probably getting crappy work done. Whatever though, right? That's what you get whenever you work for big, huge corporations like that. You're just a peon, no matter what. No matter what you do, no matter, it's pretty wild, honestly. That's why I'd rather work for like a more independent company, a family-owned company, because they see what you got and, they take care of you for what you give, right? In a big company like that, when they have a big corporate office in 3 states away, and you know what I mean? They got this lame duck playing the manager that, you know what I'm saying. You guys know what I'm saying. I'm over it now, but I was really sour about it for a while. I was really sour about it. Because I figured I'd be there I'd planned on transferring to the company here from there. When we moved here, I planned on retiring there, right? Because I love to do the work. All because of a butthead manager that just didn't like me for whatever reason. I don't know. Because I wasn't afraid to speak my mind, and he did not like that. That's just who I am. If I see something that seems weird or messed up or dumb, I'm gonna call you out on it, man. Like that does not in a mean way. Like, but I'll tell you, like, that doesn't make no sense. Why? Right? So that's why he didn't like me, because I was just that way. That's who I am. Common sense. Use common sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's not very hard. But he'd get mad at me all the time. I couldn't tell you how many times he'd get mad at me, and I would come back in and I'd feel bad. And honestly, the times that he would get mad at me, like I said, it wasn't like I was being real aggressive or nothing, you know, but he would get mad. I'd go home, feel bad. I couldn't tell you how many times this happened. And I'd come back in the morning, I'd go in his office, and I'd sit down, I'd be like, look, man, I just want to apologize. I wasn't trying to come off that way. If we could just get back on the right foot here. Like, I did that so many times. But he just couldn't get over his freaking hatred for me. I don't know, it's crazy. Crazy. Still blows my mind. But I'm over it. Pretty crazy. And then he got let go 2 weeks after I got let go. That's even more wild. Alright, I'll shut up about all that. Isn't that crazy? They fired him after they let me go. 2 weeks after they let me go, they let him go. But they let him convince them to let me go before they let big corporate crap hole companies is what it is. I'm done, guys. Sorry. Get myself worked up about it again, man. Oh, looks like Mom just left 360. She either just left or she just got to the BOK Center. 360 just said Tracy arrived. Sorry for the rant, y'all. If Sam was here, she'd be telling me to shut up. You know how she is. I honestly gotta... Is Sammy in here? I don't even know if Sammy's in here. Oh, I'm not gonna say. I'm never getting myself mentally ready to have Sammy around every day. I'm so ready for it. No, I love her. Put me in check when I need to be put in check. You know what I mean? And she does. She ain't afraid to. Thank you. You're over. Thank you, buddy. That was nice of them. Usually people are not that kind. I can't look long enough. I can't read fast enough. I can't focus fast enough. I know I'm probably getting pretty close to where I'm going to have to shut it down. An hour, a little over an hour. I want to stay going the whole time, but my multi-window went away. I don't know why. Usually it keeps my little GPS square on there, and it popped up like shutting down multi-window. Why? That's not cool, dude. That's how people die right there. You see that? That's exactly why I do not want one of those things, because I would kill myself. Just like he's being an idiot. I'm doing 75 and he just passed me like I was doing 10. It's crazy. I'd love to have one. I know it would be fun, but I know myself too. Melvin Donnie leaving? I'm probably about to be shutting it down, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. I know it was kind of boring, being that I can't kind of communicate with you guys without being able to read the comments, but I love you guys so much, man. Thank you for hanging out. Every one of you is amazing. God bless every one of you. And who knows, I may do a pop-up live tomorrow while we're at the house, while Sammy's... Oh no, it's Saturday, so Sammy won't be working. We'll have Sammy on there. We'll do a pop-up live tomorrow. All right, guys? Thank you so much for hanging out. This is helping so much. Like I said, I want to do more of these in the upcoming weeks, and it won't be long, and videos will be pumping up. I'm really trying to just load up on material where I've got several videos, just in case something happens. I'll have something to put up, so I'm kind of just building them up, right? So it might still be a couple weeks before I actually put a full video up, but we're going to do a bunch of these. All right, guys? Thank you so much for hanging out. You guys are amazing. Have an amazing weekend, and hopefully we'll see all of you tomorrow. All right, guys? Later. Stay blessed.